The books we cover often contain mature, sensitive, or potentially triggering content. While we aim to discuss them with care, we always recommend checking each book's individual trigger warnings before reading or listening to this episode. Protect your peace, girl. Your mental health matters. All right, guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Beauty's Books and Bops, and this is the final episode, the wrap up of The Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Lori. And if you've made it this far past episode 1, the war is over. We made it through all the technical difficulties, all the audio malfunctions. Not go some wood, y'all, because we was going through it, but we here, we're not giving up, and we're back. Diving straight in, pretty sure Elena just found out her rat-faced ass sister Adriana is pregnant. So let's not waste any more time, and dive right in. So Adriana is pregnant, and Oscar Perez, who is Elena's fiance, is dead now. So what is Papa Abelli to do? Nico comes to the family and he like, hey, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. I signed a contract, so who you giving me? And so Papa Abelli gives Nico Sweet Belly. He's like, okay, you guys I'll approve the arrangement this time. Because remember, before he had said that Sweet Belly was unfit for marriage at that time, but now he don't have no choice because the contract's been signed and Adriana's pregnant with the Garner's baby. So Nico's like, cool, big bet, I'm taking her with me right now. We're gonna get married in a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months, but right now she about to go with me right now because obviously I can't trust y'all because y'all doing whatever. Sweet Belly already been hunching. Adriana's pregnant. I need to leave with what I got right now. And so, even though that's so improper and so against the traditional mafia like courting process, what are the people going to say? They let Sweet Belly go over to Nico's house. And Sweet Belly is in denial, extreme delusional denial. She thinks she can sweet talk her way out of it. She's thinking perhaps Nico's been coerced into it. She not putting 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4 to her. So she's like, oh, you don't have to marry me. You can let me go. Oh, poor you. You don't have to. He like, nah, that's not what you think's about to happen. I wanted you, and so I have you. And so they get to the house, his house, and this is the house that he lives in on a day-to-day basis. And Sweet Belly is taken aback because prior to that, when they had the parties where they were touring the house, the property that Adriana was going to live in, it was a high-rise downtown. This is his residential space where he lives. So she's like, why am I staying here? She still isn't putting 2 and 2 together. Like, girl, he wants you. He didn't want Adriana. It was never going to be her. It was always going to be you. So she's in the crib with him, the main house, and they get into the kitchen, and you already know things starting to get hot and heavy off rip. And Adriana kind of flips up. She messes up. She fucks up, in my opinion, because he's showing her all this attention. He done brought her to the crib, his house. He done did all of that, and Adriana was doing everything to persuade him, and he's still on her. He's still showing her affection. He's still showing her he down with it. And she doing everything to deter him from being about her. She said, I like to shop. I spend way too much money. It was true. But I also donated to the local shelters just so I wouldn't feel bad about my spendthrift ways. So I guess that meant I spent even more. This man said back, I have it. Okay, girl, it don't matter what you saying. Nico wants you down bad. So they in the kitchen. He's trying to make sure she knows what it is. Like, look, we engaged. It's not no temporary nothing. You with me. I'm with you. And that's what it is. She messes up because they getting down and heavy. He doing everything he needs to do, saying everything he needs to say to show her that he's about it for her. And she uses this time to bring up, because he's like, oh, take your shirt off. She's like, okay, I'll do it. But if I do it, you need to make sure Adriana Man don't die. Girl, if you don't shut up and get what you got, and like, you lucky to even be alive, okay? Like, if you don't shut up and get and enjoy what you got going on, because Adriana, we all know, never would have did that for you. Tony never would have did a smackerel of the things that you've been doing for both of them on a consistent basis. I was so disappointed in her. And so basically, Nico used that opportunity to use that to his advantage. He's like, okay, I'm gonna make sure Adriana baby daddy make it through, but in exchange for that, I want it whenever, wherever. I tell you, drop them draws, you dropping them draws. Don't question nothing. Don't look at me. I need them draws in my hand at any given time. Any given time. And Adriana, people pleaser, parentified, invisible child. Okay, as long as Adriana baby daddy can make it, I'll do it. And so Nico like, oh hell yeah, big bet. So they keep going, doing what they doing, and Nico put it on her. They don't have sex, but he downtown for a long time. He there for a good time and a long time. And Adriana has had sex before, the first time with the little yeah from the little ghetto one from around the way that she did the one time, that's what made her unfit for marriage. But she ain't never had it put on her like that. He said, no, this is what she said. He did it so leisurely, making deep noises of satisfaction every once in a while. Girl, please. You think I would have been thinking about Adriana baby daddy right then? Do you think I would be thinking about whether or not he lived or died while the man... Please. So, this, to me, once you get past the bullshit of her trying to spare Adriana baby daddy, this song to me epitomizes that scene. If you play Fucking With Me by Tank when you read the kitchen scene, you'll understand exactly how Nico had Elena hemmed up. He's like, you put it on my plate, I love the way that it tastes. That whole song was the vibe from the entire kitchen scene. Okay, because Nico was trying to eat his way to Elena's heart. He had a point to prove. When they was getting ready to get intimate, she backed up from him and said that she don't want to kiss him. Like, she'll give him anything but that. She's down to do it whenever, wherever, but she's not going to kiss him on the mouth, lip to lip. So Nico was like, I don't got no choice but to eat my way to her heart. And he for damn sure was doing his best attempt. And after that, Elena settles into the premarital bliss. Now, I don't want to say bliss because it wasn't really blissful, but she's getting to fill out for this is how Nico is on a day-to-day basis. Like the brooding, the dark energy, the I hate everybody, that's not just for show. That's him on a day-to-day basis. He really can give or take most people. But at the same time, he's still trying to swoon her. He's still crazy. He's still caught up in this sweet belly craze. But he's trying really, really hard to fight it. And we all know Elena's fighting it the whole time. Because it's almost at this point, it's revealed to the reader that she doesn't think she deserves this type of love. Like, it's been alluded this whole book. Like, oh, there's this big secret. There's this big whoop. And it's not really a big whoop. She met the dude. At this point, we know that she's met that man. And she had sex with him, lost her virginity. And he got shot and killed. So, should she have been around fucking and sucking him? Not necessarily. Should he have got murdered for it? Not necessarily, but also at the same time, should her life be put on hold and she be punished for the rest of her life for it? Not necessarily. So we see her really battle with that angst and that regret. But then she's also to kind of step into her own and like, if I'm the lady of the castle and I'm to be the next Mrs. Nicholas Russo, then she's about to be the next Mrs. Nicola Russo. Let Nicholas have it. And it's not Nicholas at this point. It is definitely Nico, because he earned that title, because in that kitchen scene he had her begging. He said, "You calling me Nico, that's it. And that's it, that's all." And from that point forward, it was only Nico. Unless she was irritated. But you see Nico putting in his best effort to make things work, and Elena's just fighting so hard, and that's just so irritating to me, because I'm like, girl, he literally killed Oscar for you. He went to war with your dad. He done shot your brother. What more do you want from him? So she says, or I don't know who said it, him or her, they end up going to this car show, and they have a good time, but it's like, she's teasing him the whole time. It's like she wants him to chase. She's wandering off. And I hate that when a girl's wandering off as if she doesn't know that she's married to a murderer and there's other people out who want to murder her and him. So she's like, oh, let me be cute for me to wander off and see if he notices. So nothing bad ends up happening. I'm just saying it is a bit frustrating when a female character don't know that her man is a hitter. So while they're out, they're having such a good time. He's romancing her. She's falling in love or in lust with him. And I feel like this song really encompasses the energy that they had from the date, because he's really getting to see Sweetest Belly. She's letting him see who Sweetest Belly is, and he's being more personable and charming, and she's falling under his spell too. And yeah, I think that's when you really start to see them as a couple, and they step out of that forbidden love trope, and you see them as a couple, as beyond that's her sister's fiance, or that's her father's business partner, or someone who's in the mafia with her. That's like her man. That's hers, and she's his. And so I feel like we really got to see them thrive together. This is when we begin to see them blossom as a couple. Shortly after that, we see a little bit from Nico's perspective, where he's coming to the conclusion that he needed, like, beyond the little taste he had in the kitchen, beyond him killing Oscar, beyond him damn near going to war with Papa Abelli, Nico realizes that, well, he even realized it, but this is where he's feeling that deep rooted desire. And he knows that there's no exit plan, no exit strategy, no divorce. Him and Sweetest Belly are going to end up together. And this song is playing on the radio while he's coming to that conclusion. Start She Got It by Teddy Swims, Glorilla, and Coco Jones right from the beginning. That's the exact vibe that Elena was giving Nico at the car show date. And so I find that was Dirty Diana, obviously an original song by Michael Jackson. This cover is by Shaman's Harvest. This is the song that was in the book, and the author stated that this is the song that was playing while he was coming to this whole conclusion, which we already know that he wants Sweetest Belly with every breath that he has in him. He wants her in the vicinity, breathing that same air in. So I do find that song to be a bit interesting, and I don't know what the author might have been trying to allude to, but I do like what they're trying to suggest about Dirty Diana, and that's somebody who everybody wants, not everybody can have. She's kind of toxic, but you can't resist her. And that is a little bit of Sweet Belly, at least other people's perception of it when you're on the outside looking in. Once you get to know her, you realize she really is this really sweet, kind-hearted, family-oriented person who can't cook worth a damn, but she is a really sweet, genuine person. So I do appreciate her for using that song, and that's really where Nico's like, yeah, that's it right there. I don't want anybody else. I don't care what I said. I was lying before. I want Sweeter Belly. That's about to be my wife. Sweeter Belly's feeling the same thing. I don't know if she was necessarily feeling as passionately as he was, but she was definitely feeling horny. And she definitely knew that she wanted to officially have sex with him. And basically, he's driving, coming to the conclusion, like, yeah, I want her. She's sitting at the house, like, yeah, I want him. And so, boom, they have sex for the first time. And it was pow, 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 magical. Everything you thought about, the moons, the stars, the earth, the sun, all of that, which we had already been expecting. Like, the build up to that, like the kitchen scene. Then you had, before that, you had the car scene with the platonic kiss. Then he got her ponytail wrapped around his wrist. Then he got her hemmed up on the wall. I'm like, come on, if y'all don't get it going soon, like, what we waiting on? Like, what? You already said you about to marry her. This song, well, first I'm gonna read you a quote before I tell you what song I was thinking about. Alright, they fucking y'all. So the quotes are gonna be a little nasty. Why y'all even listening to the book description if you ain't know they was getting down and dirty? But I can't say the song selection without talking about these two quotes, because it epitomizes, or it just tells you what they was doing. So, a groan poured out of me when his hand slid further downward and one finger pushed inside of me without warning. His rough fuck ran down my spine. He fucked me slowly, in and out, and the pressure built between my legs like too much steam collected in a glass jar. I realized how weak I truly was at that moment, because if this man told me to kiss him, I would. Because remember, y'all, they ain't kissed yet. He doing all that. They ain't even kissed yet. I would do anything he wanted, but he never did. He only watched me with a narrowed gaze while breathing my air like it was his to take. Take it off, he gritted. He didn't speak of my clothes. He looked at my face, but he might as well have stared at my left hand. So, this is important because Elena got this ratty ass fucking ring on that she been wearing on her left finger like she married, because it's a little ratty ass ring that her little yeah gave her back in the day. And Nico thinks she in love with the little yeah, but she's not in love with the little yeah. That's just the little yeah. But he don't want to fuck her with that shit on. Like, take it off. Like, he doing all that, she ain't no choice. But anyway, this is the song. There was so much tension, heat, and everything that they have been holding back for a long time finally breaking loose. When Nico and Elena finally gave in, there's only one song that could be playing in the background of that scene, and that's Tank, Nothing On. That's what Nico told her. Like, when we getting down to fucking, don't have nothing on. Don't have no clothes on. And best believe you better not have nothing on that you got from another man. And Elena ain't had no choice but to say, yeah, you right. And yeah, so they was doing the do, having it. And Elena was having her way. And Nico was having his way with her. Okay, so after that, they had their passionate love-making sex scene. They're stronger than ever, but they still haven't come out right and admitted their feelings for one another, because, that's how they do in a romance book. They don't have the best communication skills. So they go to Nico's nightclub, and I think before they went to the nightclub, Elena woke up. Yeah, that's right. Elena woke up and Nico was gone, and she heard some pitter pattering going on downstairs. And Elena finished wash. I think she washed her hair, brushed her face, probably even brushed her teeth, washed her face. She might even curled her hair a little bit. Went downstairs, and it's the housekeeper, Isabel, downstairs. And I just want to take this moment to say fuck Isabel, cause she came downstairs and was alluding, insinuating that she had fucked Elena's man, and she had. But that ain't fuck her. Like, Elena over there using her shampoo. She over there using her toothpaste. She over there using her curling iron. And Elena ate up because she was like, I just want to let you know why you saying all that about how you fucked my man. You might need to go replace your shampoo because I use it all. So she ate up with that, for real. But I know she went inside that bathroom and cried herself to sleep, because I would have. Because nobody coming in my house with knowledge of how my man eat and how he keep his house. Talking about you done been with him and we done just fucked for the first time. So Elena in her feelings, rightfully so. She's pissed, but she about to tell Nico? Hell no, she ain't about to tell Nico. They go to his nightclub, and Nico's off handling his business because he's an entrepreneur, business owner, and he's a mafia don, boss, whatever. And Elena's in her feelings, feeling insecure, so she's like, fuck that, I'm about to wander off. And so while she wanders off, she comes into contact with Sebastian Perez. Perez sound familiar? Familiar? That's Oscar's brother. You know, Oscar, who Nico shot up. Oscar, who was engaged to Elena, who Nico had killed. This is Sebastian, Oscar's brother. And he's flirting with Elena, asking her questions. Elena thinks she knows stuff. She's manipulating whatever. She don't even know. So Nico show up because, you know, he just somehow sense his woman need him. And he show up and he like, Elena, you need to go back to the office, go back to wherever it was you was. And Elena dip off, but she's still ear hustling because obviously Nico know that he had Oscar killed. Sebastian know that Nico had Oscar killed. So Nico's prepping himself like, I might have to kill you too. Am I have to tell you what it is? And so Sebastian was like, you did me a favor. I just want to know why. Like, why did you do it? Basically, Nico said he had something that I wanted. And so Nico got it. Because how else was he going to get it? He killed Oscar. And Sebastian was like, I ain't really mad at you. From there, Nico and Sweetest Belly go back to the crib, and they knocking Boots down dirty. He's knocking the, what they call it, the Sonic coins out of her. Like, she can't do nothing but lay there and basically just take it. And she's really falling in love with him because she heard him like, dang, he killed Oscar for me. And also, while she was ear hustling, it comes to her knowledge that Oscar used to like to slice women while he was having sex with them. Oscar used to like to cut off their little body parts. He used to make them bleed, take it by force. Oscar was a really dirty, nasty individual. We already didn't like him based off the stuff he was saying to Sweetest Belly, but this whole time Nico really was saving her. And so she's like, wow, for the first time, somebody has me the way I have other people. Not only that, he fine as hell. He got hella money. He got a real good position in the mafia. And he digging her down. Hell yeah, she falling in love with him. She ain't got no choice because I'm in love with him at this point. Not to mention he done blew the gas station up for her. Like, what more do you want? Like, what these bitches want for money? Like, literally, Nico is the dream man for Sweetest Belly, and he piping her down. And on top of that, Adriana's baby daddy didn't get killed. He held that promise. Now he's got a little low level position within the mafia. And then Adriana about to have a little baby. And now the baby's still gonna be in the family. And everything's cool. Like, what? Please. Nico is like, Sweetest Belly is top tier right now. And so she coming to this whole situation, like coming to this whole epiphany, Wally piping her down. She wake up the next day exhausted. No, I think no, before she woke up, he piping her down, and I think so whatever position they was doing, he plunged up in her, and she was like, "Oh no, Nico, I'm still super sore." And so that caused him to stop. He was like, "Oh shit, baby, I'm sorry." And he kissed her. And that is the first time that they kissed. They both paused, they looked at each other, and it was on and popping. They couldn't stop kissing. I think they was kissing for like 3 fucking chapters. Like, that was like, yeah, that's my man. Yeah, that's my girl. I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. And so to this the song that, yeah, this is going on while I was kissing for all those pages. So we got Nico, dangerous, demanding, but somehow the only man who's ever made Elena feel seen and safe. That first real kiss, y'all already know what I'm talking about. If you listen real close, you'll be able to hear Try Loving Me playing right underneath all that tension, because nobody loves like our boy Nico Russo. I feel like this song really shows where they're at this point in the book, because they're not fighting it necessarily. They've both come to terms with they really feel something strongly for this person, but maybe they don't. And I think that's why I chose that song, is that they don't see it within themselves, that they both struggle to view the lovable qualities within themselves, and they can't, like, Sweetest Belly can't believe that Nico would do all of that for her. And Nico can't believe that Sweetest Belly is that down bad for him. So it's just like, they're saying try loving me. I'm like, y'all need to try loving yourselves, because y'all both see it in each other, but you don't see it in yourselves. And if you did, y'all could have skipped half this book drama. Like, y'all could have been had the happily ever after, but y'all just can't open up your mouths and say nothing. But that's 95% of all romance books. If that wasn't the case, probably wouldn't have this podcast. So he keep digging her down. They kissing, making out, they getting it on. She wakes up. This man has on a 3-piece suit and got a white dress laid out for her on the bed. They're supposed to get married, I think, 2 weeks from that day. Well, surprise, surprise. We get married today, Nico said. And no way you was kissing me like that last night. The way you was kissing on me, wasn't no way you didn't want to be Mrs. Nicholas Russo today. So wake up. Put that makeup on. It's happening today. Tonight, today, this afternoon. Get up. And I mean, what can she say? Oh, I don't want to, but yeah. Oh my God, Nico, no, but yeah. Oh my God, right now, but yeah. Girl, shut up. Put that dress on. Like, be for real. Like, please. The way this man then went to hell and back, shot everybody, killed everybody, did everything that needed to be done. If you don't get up and put that dress on, I'm going to come through that book and kick your ass and put that dress on myself and get married to that man. So she put her makeup on, get her dress on, family show up, beautiful occasion. This is their wedding song. It wasn't a fairy tale, and it damn sure wasn't simple, but it was always going to be them. Nico and Elena were always in game, standing at the altar, bound by blood, secrets, and something that looked a little bit like love. For a moment this raw, you have to play Usher and Wale's Matrimony. Emphasis on the I've been making plans, because Nico been making plans for Sweetest Belly. She ain't even knew about it. And if there's a question of his love, she know it. She got it. Like, how could you not? How could you be questioning whether or not this man loves you or not? Look at, and she's not. She's like, that's why she's like, yeah, let's go ahead and get married, babe. Like, you want to today? I guess. Like, shit. She probably in the back kicking her ankles up with the girls. Like, yeah, my man want me. Fuck y'all. Cause that's how I would be. And so, of course, they get married. Of course, like, it wasn't no way Nico wasn't walking Sweeter Belly down the aisle. And they had some good old married sex. And this wasn't just sex, y'all. It was a reminder that she was his now in every way that mattered. No more hiding, no more holding back. As her husband, Nico took his time, made sure she felt it. And the only song that matches that kind of claim, Hours and Hours by Money Long, because Nico ain't had nothing but time. Don't even need to play the whole song. You already know how the sex was fire. I think this might have been my favorite sex scene because this was when they both were so uninhibited. So it's like, look, I know you love me because I love you. It is what it is. Like, I put the ring finger where the rock is. I took your last name. And he like, yeah, I done killed a few people for you. And she like, yeah. And then he like, yeah. And this was the most, because they were both so self-assured. Like, before, they both had a point to prove. But now it was like, all right, shit, yeah, you right. We both love each other. And so they getting down to it, and it was just so sensual and so intimate, and so, and Elena was feeling so secure because she knew her man wanted her. Like, how many people he got to kill for you to feel secure? And my answer is, however many people Nico killed, because that's what I need. Like, you not blowing up the gas station for me. Was it even real? Like, was that even a moment? If you not killing somebody that my father arranged for me to marry, if you not killing him to get to me so you can be with me, were we even really in love at that point? Like, just call me a Sweeter Belly. So, she waking up post coital bliss. The sun is shining, the birds is chirping. Her skin ain't never had that glow that it's had. And I don't know where Nico is. I know that he's gone. And she's like, yeah, that's my man. And I need him. And I need to keep him. And so I'm going to have to tie up this little loose end so I can take this ring off my finger. Because remember, she still got that ring. That little paperclip Walmart thing that her little yaya gave her. She not wearing it. Because, when I said Nico fucked the Sonic coins off of her, I meant he fucked the little Walmart ring off of her. She's like, let me just tie up this loose end and I can be with my man. Cause like the way he got me feeling, that's all that matters. So let me tie up this loose end. So she went in his office post coital bliss. And I think she had already found it. She had already written it down. She stole some money from Nico. And this part, so stupid. Because if you had just told him from the jump what happened, what you was thinking, what you was feeling, what was stopping you from falling in love with him, what was stopping you from moving forward with the relationship, with the marriage, with all of that, it never had shit to do with Adriana. It never had shit to do with Tony, her papa. It was a whole, the little, oh, it was nothing, oh, it was whatever. Elena felt such extreme guilt from this stranger that she met on this one day off. She met him when she was I think they were at a carnival or a festival or something. And he was just so taken with her. And so he had the Sweeter Belly effect. And she never even knew his name until after they killed him. Her family killed him. And because she just wanted to be a one night stand. He didn't know who she was. He didn't know her family, that she came for money, that they were in the Mafia. This was a man who was working, I think he was in college, and he was working 2 jobs and sending money to his poor ass family to tide them over. And because she wanted to get off real quick and feel alive and feel a separate entity for a brief moment where she's just Elena, not Sweeter Belly, not the best ass of the mafioso, because she wanted to have that one selfish moment, this man who was a pillar of strength for his family, who barely even got a chance to live his life, was murdered and killed. And his family had been financially struggling. She hadn't even been able to sleep with how much guilt she was feeling. So she was like, I just need to send them, get them together, explain a little something, because they don't even know what happened. They never even had closure. And I'm just like, girl, if you had said this from the jump, you could have saved at least 30 chapters. Like, it was no way Nico wouldn't have understood this. It was no. So she stole the money. I think she got it out in cash. And then she went down to the hood where the people lived. Or no, while she was on her way there, she ran into Sebastian, Oscar's brother. You know, Oscar Perez, the one who got shot because that was her fiance. And he got caught. He like, well, shit, it sounds like you here for a journey. So let me go with you. Your husband probably about to kill me. But shit, I don't got nothing else to do today. So around that time, Nico get an alert. I think she took like 50 bands. Or something like that. Maybe 250 bands. I don't know. What's a goon to a goblin? Nico ain't really tripping on the money. It's the principality of the matter. So he like, she took my money. And then, well, she took our money. Because, you know, they married. And then security is like, I got eyes on her. He like, well, who she with? And then it's like, oh, she was Sebastian Perez. Please. Please. Y'all already know Nico losing this shit. Nico doing 80 and a 60 fucking 20. So, or was it 80 and a 60 fucking, yeah, whatever. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. And, in the moment when she's sitting on that park bench with Sebastian, she's just really coming into her own where she's like, I love Nico. I never loved the nameless man. This was the only thing holding me back. This was the only setback, and I'm ready to give him my all. And when she's sitting there explaining Sebastian, and when she's sitting there reflecting on how she came to know the little yeah, and what his background story was, and all of that, and how she's ready to give her all to Nico and finally step forward into her happily ever after, I think that this song felt adequate. Or not adequate, more than adequate. I feel like this song was appropriate, or this song was amazing, very fitting for it. So when Elena faces the truth that she's been running for, which is the reality that she loves Nico, even when everything says that she shouldn't or she couldn't, as the weight of her past and her hope for the future collide, Evergreen by Kennedy Ryan plays the soundtrack to Heart Caught Between Guilt and Love for our girl Elena. And so, of course, you know, Nico gonna show up and get his girl, because that's his one. And he come guns a-blazing, ready to kill Sebastian. But you know, pow, 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 pow. He don't kill Sebastian. The air is cleared. Sweeter Belly is able to show everything that was holding her back. And of course, Nico pissed at her for a quick, very brief second. Like, hey, why you ain't tell me? All you had to do was tell me. Which is the main frustration of the book. But that's how most books go. And so we fast forward a little bit to where Elena and Nico are having their second marriage, their actual marriage, as opposed to, well, the first wedding was a real wedding, but that was more so of an elopement. But now this is not an elopement. This is their real big wedding. And that's the epilogue of the book. And to me, the awe Nico had of Elena and the love that they had and just the emotion and everything that you're feeling in the epilogue and in the ending of the book, after that whole journey of everything that they've gone through, this this should be their official wedding song. After everything they've been through, the lies, the battles, the I almost married your sister, the I shot your brother in the hand, they're standing at the altar yet again. But this time there's no doubt, no pretending, just two souls asking the same question: are you even real? Teddy swims and Gideon says it all. Because I feel like at that point, they're still both in that disbelief that they found their happily ever after. That wow, I really made it. Out of all this bullshit, I finally found somebody who loves me for me. I finally found somebody who sees me, and they both did. And that was the end of The Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Lori. That wraps up episode 2 of Beauty's Books and Bops. Tune in next Wednesday, July 2nd. Episode 3 of Beauty's Books and Bops is coming in hot, and we're diving into The Maddest Obsession by Danielle Lori. That's book 2 in the main series. You thought Elena and Nico were intense? Wait until you meet Christian and Gianna, or rather, re-meet Christian and Gianna. Toxic? Yes. Chaotic? Hell yes. But somehow it still works. Catch all the drama, obsession, and the bops that match the madness. What did you think of the first book in the series? What would you rate it? Make sure to subscribe, leave us a comment, and join the conversation. You know we've got more drama, more music, and more opinions coming your way.